Ladies and gentlemen, this is an official red alert because Tropical Storm Henri is almost a hurricane. So says Radar Omega. It now has minimum central pressure of 994 millibars and sustained winds of 70 miles per hour. Henri is forecast to make landfall in New England, likely as a hurricane on Sunday, which would then be the first landfall in 30 years. So we've got Hurricane Grace, which has passed over the Yucatan Peninsula, will probably be re-strengthening as it moves back into Mexico. And then we've got Henri, which is soon to be a hurricane. And the bad news here is the models continue to trend it west. So New York City, Vermont, Connecticut, Massachusetts, you guys are definitely not out of the woods. And basically this whole area here needs to be under red alert because your whole area is soaked with rain from Fred. Tropical storm just passed by. And you guys are probably going to get punched in the face by a very strong Category 1 hurricane, possibly even a low Category 2. And though hurricanes are basically based off of sustained wind speeds, 979 millibars would be a Category 2 hurricane. Just pointing that out. The Euro has come in west also with almost a direct hit on Long Island. And so this is definitely going to cause problems and issues for a lot of people, because I want to point out that the full moon is on the 22nd, which would be the day this would be landing about 48 hours from now on Sunday. And that would be high tide. So we got a lot of bad factors involved here. Now, a lot can still change within 48 hours, but we're pretty sure that it is going to make direct impact somewhere, landfall between here and here. And so the entire New England area, including New York City, is going to be directly affected. And unfortunately, there's not a lot of dry air or heavy wind shear to tear Henri apart. Best thing you've got going for y'all right now is you have bathtub water up until about here. And then right here, the water gets really cold. And so this is definitely a bona fide red alert situation. And people in that area need to make preparations. Now, when I'm in Houston, and we might or may not having a hurricane bearing down on us, the main factor for me is not if I'm going to live, because most of the times I would survive a hurricane, I would think, being this deep in. But the thing is, do I want to be without power for 7 to 10 days? So this is PSEG, Long Island, Storm Watch. We're monitoring the track of Tropical Storm Henri while performing system checks and ensuring extra supplies are ready. Given the potential intensity of Henri, some outages may last up to 7 to 10 days. We encourage everyone to prep their homes and businesses. And so we are definitely looking at a major landfall that will affect New York, Connecticut, Rhode Island, Long Island, Maine, New Hampshire. And so hopefully everybody has been getting ready. And I would even just New Jersey with the west trend. Everybody up here, I'd be watching this thing. And as Weather Optics said 26 minutes ago, hurricane guidance over the last 18 hours shows why there is a concern for Henri to continue shifting west. From the 18Z run yesterday to the 12Z run today, the center of the storm track cluster has shifted nearly 150 miles west. And it's this cockamamie, weird knuckleball move that has been concerning me, where sometimes it has shown the storm moving in and then moving out slowly. And as Bobby Storm, very smart lady who has been obsessed with hurricanes for a long time, has said it is the slow track that concerns her the most, that gives the storm potential to cause a lot of damage and drop a whole lot of rain. And so you can't really rule out the fact that the track may continue to shift to the west. And then we got Hurricane Grace, 90 miles per hour, bringing major peligros to Mexico. And so I've been putting us on mega super high red alert from the 20th through the 27th. And so everybody better buckle down. But if you see here, this at 979 millibars of pressure brings 90 miles per hour of sustained wind speeds, which would be pretty heavy coming from a east to west direction into New York, New England, Rhode Island, Long Island. So that's pretty crazy. Mike's weather page has put together an excellent compilation of what the models are all showing now. Some afternoon 12Z models and tropical tidbits all showing likely hurricane making landfall for the Northeast this Sunday. Lots to watch in this area as far as wind, surge, rain, storms go. New NHC map and cone track comes out at 5 p.m. And so with 48 hours left to go, you still got a lot of track for location and even intensity. But all of them agree it is anywhere between a strong Category 1 hurricane and even getting up to a weak, and put an asterisk behind the weak, Category 2. Like I said, I think this can cause major, and this, it comes in, some come in pretty west. So I wouldn't even take New Jersey off the table right now. But this is definitely a red alert situation. And as Brady says, starting to see some good convection rotating in that center of Henri, along with outflow really improving at this moment. I wouldn't be surprised to see some intensification soon. So you've got a hurricane coming into one of the most populous areas of the United States at full moon high tide into an area that's super saturated with rain and wetness. So this is definitely a situation that needs to be monitored by everyone who might be affected. We're looking at the 48-hour mixed precipitation map here. And, you can, this could cause some major problems. And we're still a couple weeks away from peak hurricane season. And so, it is just getting started. The Jupiter opposition kind of messed me up, but I'm back in it to win it for you guys. Thank you very much to Coleman and Mr. Fun. When I do get a chance, I'm going to drive to the ocean and check out Jupiter and its bright, shining sky self with Saturn and the moon as best I can. But this will have a whole lot of my attention for the next 48 hours for sure. And as I said before, the main thing they're counting on to de-intensify is that it's super warm water up to here, but like this 100-mile buffer space between New York, Long Island, and New England is supposed to slow it down. I'm not as big a fan on that. I don't think it'll rapidly intensify it that much, but we will see. But I would definitely be prepared for like a 975 millibar to like 989 millibar hurricane, in my opinion. And there's still a lot going on the board with Hurricane Grace, and then you've got severe weather watch up in these areas. Look at that thing. So it'll be an active, and then you got all the wildfires over here. It'll be very active next 10 days. So this is definitely a red alert situation. And prayers up for the people of Mexico, Mike T, and technically everyone in America, because I think the next 10 days are going to be wild, and the second half of the year is going to be pretty crazy too as well. But thank you for listening. I should be back giving you guys multiple updates today. But from the looks of it, yeah, there's definitely a whole lot of rain and moisture going into Mexico, and this also contains quite a bit of rain. And then you got that nasty severe weather lookout today and then tomorrow. So everybody stay cool. I will be back with you guys in the next few hours to give you updates. God bless everyone. May the force be with us all, and let us live long and prosper.